It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time. Motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Hey.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're up dead early and it is a marvelous Monday, everybody. It's a marvelous Monday right after that glorious holiday weekend, and we're so glad that you're with us. My name is Mark Daniels and you are my co-pilot this morning. I hope you enjoyed the holiday weekend and all of the things that makes this country such a beautiful place to be in and live in. Maybe you got the beach, you went to the beach, you got some sand on your feet, you had some great food, some fried fish, some conch, you had great camaraderie with friends, you were out on a boat. And so I hope you were safe this weekend, you enjoyed yourself, and you made some memories. As we kick off this week, I just want to say a couple of things. Thanks to Turks and Caicos for welcoming us for the first annual Turks and Caicos Islands Business Outlook. It was a resounding success. We enjoyed the collaboration, the networking, and the support from the public and private sector there in Turks, our cousins there in the South, and we look forward to great things coming out of Turks and Caicos in the future. This week, it's probably going to be a wet week. I'm going to let Godfrey speak to that. It might be dead wet, so make sure to get your rain boots, get your umbrellas, get ready. Make sure as we approach hurricane season again, we're in the first week. There's some activity going on. This is the time where, we shouldn't treat hurricanes like Christmas. Don't get ready the week of or the day of. Get your preparation in order. So by now, we should have had our things stocked in our house that we need. Maybe you've been working on some repairs, but we should always stay ready. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Lastly, we were all over the beaches this weekend enjoying ourselves, but unfortunately, I saw a lot of litter on Sunday and even up to this morning. Trash, trash, trash. Come on, people. This is our beach. This is the beach we fight over. This is the beach we say we don't want foreigners to come and take away the coastline. But this is how we treat it. This is how we treat one of our most beautiful resources. It's a healing area. So just remember, man, I know you have a lot of good time. You probably party until the sun go down, but take your trash with you when you leave. Just take memories and leave footprints, right? We have a great show for you today. We are inviting you to get ready for Andres Business Outlook coming up on June 27. We're so excited to be in the big yard. I think, I don't want to be biased, but Andres might be my favorite business outlook. Make sure you sign up and register at tclevents.com. It's promising to be a wonderful networking and business event. Find out everything that's going on in Andres. Once again, we got a great show for you today. We'll be talking about the new Gaia Junior Farmer Summer Camp. Coach Kevin Johnson is here to tell us all about his international basketball camp. We're going to take another look at our segment with Dr. Leo Rolle, and we'll be talking about the Bahamas International Film Festival 2024. All this and more, but let's find out how vetted can be by Brother Godfrey Burnside.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Mark, and good morning, Bahamas. In your first look at weather at sunrise, mid-level trough across the northwest Bahamas with some southwesterly moisture. It's going to give some hot temperatures over the northwest Bahamas today. Heat index up to 103, but over the central and southeastern are still up troughing, and that's creating some showers and thunderstorms to that area and should continue into the middle of the week, which should start clearing over the southeastern islands, but increasing over the northwest and central Bahamas as low pressure should form sometime late Wednesday into Thursday across the islands. In the weather today, we're looking at partly sunny skies, hot and humid, with a few isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm popping out of the northwest Bahamas, variable cloudiness with scattered showers, 1 or 2 thunderstorms popping up over the central and southeastern islands, high to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, heat index 103. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a couple of showers, a nice thunderstorm mainly across the central and southeastern islands, a low temperature going down to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 91 and 80, across Jamaica 91 and 80. In Trinidad, 1977, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, 90 and 75. Across North America, Atlanta, 85 and 65. In Boston, 77 and 63. In Miami, 91 and 76. Dallas, Texas, 85 and 67. And Toronto, Canada, 69 and 58. As you go to the week, yes, Mark, dead wet week in snow weather-wise. After Tuesday, we have a troughing, cold front to the north, moving towards the south, shitstall over central Florida. And then we have a plume of moisture coming in from the northwest Caribbean Sea that should cover most of the northwest and central Bahamas, some heavy showers and thunderstorms into about Friday. And that's going to cause some localized flooding across the island, so beware of that over the next several days. So temperature daytime will be in the mid-upper 80s at daytime, at nighttime in the mid-70s. That puts a wrap on your first look at the weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. The new Gaia's Junior Farmers Summer Camp is an agricultural-based summer camp for kids to learn more about food security in the Bahamas. And with me to tell us all about this, we got farmer Shelly in the house. She's an agriculturalist and an environmentalist. And we got brother Lawrence Sweeten Jr. He's an IT specialist, farm tech, and a farmer extraordinaire. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Morning, morning.
You know, I'm always excited when we're talking about farming, getting in the dirt, and then, of course, dealing with kids. So let's get right into it. What is the new Gaia's farm?
Well, New Gaia Farm, we're pretty much an organic farm. We believe in no chemical process to prepare your food. We believe in the old-fashioned way, thatch and burn, you know, from the down hard roots of it all. So we're just bringing it back to the original aspect of what the Bahamas is really used to and what it believes in, what we all come from. And it's basically the food. So sun, sand, and sea, yes, but we need to actually say farm as well. So we're pretty much just allowing our kids, our future generation, to understand the benefits of knowing where your food comes from, knowing how to grow it, how to make it, how to do things from it and process it in the long run. So that's pretty much what New Gaia Farm really stands for. It's nothing really massive. We do have some projects that we do have outreach with our resources. So we tend to, you know, try to do things that our natural resources, our kids can really continue to do, and they can make profit from things that are just naturally around us. Everybody won't go to college, so we got to give them something to do.
Right. Hey, I love that. What was the inspiration behind coming up with the farm and doing what you do?
Well, I mean, I've always been in farming, believe it or not. I know they say you don't look like a farmer, but what is a farmer? I mean, I eat, right?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, I think a farmer is anybody who wants to eat. And I tend to want to eat the good stuff, so I tend to grow what I like to eat. At the same time, at an early age of 5, growing up on Eleuthera and Hatchet Bay, there was this farm, the big farm that was there. I don't really remember the names. I mean, come on, 5.
Yeah, right.
To be honest, to remember that is...
The big farm in Hatchet Bay. Everybody knows.
Big farm, right. And you have to get up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, catch the one big truck to jump on the back of there. So I went and did that with my grandmother. And my background is Asian descent, where I'm kind of Indian-ish. So, you know, native Indian. But nonetheless, my grandfather also was a farmer, so it's nothing that I'm not used to.
It's in the blood. And like you said, we should all be connected to the land in some way, shape, or form, no matter where we are across these islands. That's our tradition. Somebody tilling the soil, somebody growing something, and working with the land. So tell us a little bit about the summer camp. What you guys got going on?
Well, the summer camp is going to be lots of fun for all of the kids. They're going to be able to put their hands in the dirt, plant new seedlings, grow stuff, see all the trees that we already have planted and grown, learn stuff about what type of soil that you need to do certain things, drainage, all these different stuff.
How do we find out more information about it? And is there a registration fee?
Well, there's no registration fee.
Woo!
So yes. We wish we could knock the price all the way, but like I stated many times before, when we talk to our people one-on-one, we like the one-on-one relationship. So it's a fee for only to attend, not to register. So if you change your mind down the line, which we hope you don't, you know, but you can definitely do that with no penalty. You don't have to worry about losing your duckies there, okay?
Tell us, what are some of the, at the end of summer, when it's all done, this camp, what are some of the goals you want for your camp? What do you want the kids to walk away with?
Well, the end result, I guess, of the camp would literally be where they can have an understanding. They could probably continue the program because we do have a continuation of the program. It's not just for the summer, so it's all throughout the year. We tend to understand where our kids go to school, and sometimes they'll ask their principal for us to come and speak, so we do speak to the kids through the kids that are already in the program. We've done it a couple times last year and the year before that. Even through COVID, we were able to do the Zoom way where we're speaking to the kids one-on-one because Farmer Shelly's so cold, you know. But nonetheless, we after the camp, we really want to just continue to stay connected with them. We have a group on WhatsApp where we put all our junior farmers in. So if they have questions, if they have concerns, they have bug issues, the pest issues, we answer all of that in full detail. And we also have a seniors farmer group. So it's junior farmers is not to say that you're young.
Right.
We just base it because summer camp, the kids is the ones who's off. Mostly you and I, we still got to work.
Right.
But we try to have them in groups where the elder is helping the kids, you know, and vice versa. So anybody can give information, and if they need confirmation, they just holler at your farmer.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So, what are you going to be doing this summer with the kids? What's your specialty in farming, and what are you going to be imparting on the kids?
Well, from one aspect, because I also do IT,
Yes.
all the technical parts of the farm, maybe say timers and different stuff like that, so they could actually set stuff up for it to be able to self-water. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and do something where, like, say, they can chart all of the plants, where they plant it, how they're going to plant it, have like different schedulings and different things, so they could change from bed to bed with the plants and stuff like that.
Because you know what's important is people think of farming, they might think it's just, oh, I'm going to be in the sun sweating, but there is a tech side of it. And agri-tech is improving every day, and there's the traditional way of farming, and you can augment it by using a couple little sensors here and there. You know your pH, you might know your soil chemistry, you're testing your humidity. You might have a rain gauge out there, might have some automatic waterers, and so that's a great aspect of your summer camp. Now,
Water right from your phone.
Right from your phone, exactly. Smart farming, right?
Yeah.
So how do you do this? Like, do you have sponsors? Do you have partners? Who? Because I know somebody's watching this and they're saying, I want to get involved because I know it's important that we feed ourselves as a nation. So anybody that's teaching our children how to feed themselves, we need to support them. So how do people support you?
Well, we do need sponsors. We're always in need of people helping, giving, volunteering, all that good stuff. We do have a good following of over 200 people where they continuously feed into that program. So every time you purchase or buy or do anything, get a service or product from us, we give that back to the program. So it's kind of like we're using the farm as means to fund the program.
Right.
We don't get government endorsement. However, we're trying to see how best we can do that, but we've been there for 5 years trying. So at the end of the day, we haven't stopped that entity. We want to get our junior farmers on an aspect where if they're doing the work, they're making products that actually they can get a subsidy from the government to get paid. Because now we're trying to show people our packing boys are no longer there. So we need something, to supplement for that, because kids, so what are they going to do? What are they going to do? So it's kind of, we need the sponsors to help us do those dreams, do those goals, because it's coming out of my pocket and I got kids. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, we do not have the massive push behind it. Everything is just pretty much coming out of our pockets right now.
No, but I appreciate that, and that shows it's a labor of love, right? And just like when you plant that fruit seed, you got to give it time for it to set
and
grow, mature, and so you're in that maturing stage.
You can't graft everything these days,
you got to grow it straight up, right?
That's right.
Yes, and you're gonna bear great fruit, and you've already been doing it, and we continue to wish you all the successes.
Thank you.
How do people get in contact with you to help out, to volunteer, to sponsor? How do they find you?
Well, we have a WhatsApp number. It's 805 Gaia. That's Gaia. And if you didn't know what Gaia means, it just means Earth.
There you go.
New Earth. New. So just 805 Gaia, and that's 805-4242. So WhatsApp, we do the WhatsApp thing. So we could definitely WhatsApp us. If you're looking to email, it's Vin, V-I-N-H, co at protonmail.com. We got to keep it secure. You know what I mean? So that's based on our techie guide. Why we have that protonmail.com. So you might think it's weird, but it's really not.
It's cool. And
cool.
What you guys are doing is very cool. I appreciate you coming on the show this morning. And this summer, all the new Gaia junior farmers going to be rolling out. And we ain't mean junior like kids. I mean anybody. If you're a newbie, come on out. You have the time. You could come in for 1 or 2 sessions and, join in. And I think this is a wonderful program you're doing.
Thank you.
I wish you all the successes and grow from strength to strength.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. and we appreciate being here.
Yes, awesome. We up early, man. We's farmers.
That's
You're watching
right.
Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
We know how important collecting your money can be to the success of your business. Start your relationship with Fidelity today so that we can show you the many options available to you with our merchant services. From click and pay options online to merchant terminals and e-commerce options. We're here to help your business succeed. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit any of our branches.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Alive Business SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Alive Business at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Meet Leno, your bridge to the future. Wealth planning, investments, corporate services, trust services, pension administration, fund administration, outsourced accounting, and payroll. When you think of financial solutions, think of Leno. Local or international, company or individual, Leno can help. Our team of skilled professionals has the experience and expertise needed for you to strive. Your goals are our goals and our priority. Leno will guide you to the right financial solution with the knowledge, resources, and support you need. Give us a call at 242-396-3225 or email us at info@lenobahamas.com to get started. Visit our website, www.lenobahamas.com, for more information today. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Welcome back. Kevin Johnson International, where the best get better and stay one shot ahead. And they are hosting their development league and summer camp, and it's beginning this month. Man, I'm ready to sign up. Here to tell us all about it is Kevin Johnson. He's the coach and CEO, and we got Roddy Rolle, dunking on people. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. If you all are familiar, these faces look familiar. These are our champions, man. You know, they were here a couple of months ago. How much trophies that is y'all got now?
You mean at the school? As a school?
At the school, yeah.
6. We have 6.
Yeah, 6
Well,
trophies.
we've been there a few times, so we have 6. Yeah.
I appreciate having y'all back on the
Yeah.
show. So we're talking about your summer camp. Tell us, how did Kevin Johnson International get started?
Well, it started immediately when I got back from college 1,000 years ago, and it's always been a dream of mine, and to start a camp, and also to keep these young men and ladies off the street during the summer months. And just keep them positive and give them opportunity to learn the game of basketball. You know, our objective always will be put God first in your life. Education is very important because you need your education, you need your high school diploma, you need your degree, high school diploma to go to college. So that's important. And then learn the game. If you're serious about learning the game, come learn the game and give yourself a chance, you know, just to get a good education through basketball.
You've been in this, I'm going to call it the sport, this industry. You've been a trainer, a coach, a player. When it comes to your summer camp, what makes the Kevin Johnson International Camp stand out from other camps? What's your brand of basketball?
Well, fundamentals. We want to teach the fundamentals. We're not going to stray away from teaching these young men and ladies the fundamental of the game. I mean, you could bring in all the NBA players and all that good stuff, which is good, don't get me wrong, because I have NBA players come through all the time. Like I have 3 college coaches coming down to see a lot of the potential talents and the talents that who have an opportunity to get a scholarship.
Right.
Gerard been in my camp from junior high, and he's on his way to prep school in August. So his work ethic and what he learned from the camp helped him to get this opportunity to go to school. But at the end of the day, it's just teaching these young men and women the game of basketball and teaching them the right way.
That's awesome. When does the camp begin?
Camp starts June 24th. Development League started Saturday. Tons of kids. It's about teaching these kids, man. The gym was exciting, and you know, a lot of the kids are excited about playing the game.
Who should attend this camp? Who should be out there? This ain't for like, let's say regulars like me that just coming out trying to learn the game, right?
It's all about learning the game. You know, that's why, you know, it's like if you starting from primary school level, we welcome you.
You know,
it doesn't matter.
I drive past the courts, you know, and I'd be looking at the court by the bridge. You know,
Yeah,
these fellas
Malcolm Park.
Malcolm Park. I say, man, I can't even try to go out there and go play. These fellas, Roddy them could dunk my head off, right? So tell me, you've been a part of this camp, and you've been with this coach for a number of years. Tell me about the camp experience and why players should attend.
I mean, it's a good experience, first of all. It actually helps you to develop in your game. If like for kids that started young, it like helps you. So when you started young, you could have a better game times you grow up. But for me personally, it helped me because I wasn't as good as this. So as I keep going to the camp, work hard, get my body right, get my system right, get everything right, get my mind right, physical, mental, everything.
Right.
So it actually helped me a lot going through the way, and it also like gives you an opportunity to go off like what he said, because our NBA players or whoever came or college coaches, they come watch, see your skill set or whatever, and you actually have a chance to go.
Yeah, man. And it's like the time in the summer, like if you're involved with your high school team, it's the time to improve your skills, man. Get ready to go through another season and win another trophy, right?
Yeah,
so you are playing in the camp this year, or you coach it?
Nah, I'm in the camp.
You're in the camp?
Yes, sir.
All right. So once again, if you think about players that are out there, who should attend? Who should come to this camp?
Anyone who's free, but I mainly expected like little kids who are younger than me to come so that they could develop.
Yeah, man, they can learn how to dunk off people's head, right?
They can learn.
How do we register for this camp?
You can go online at the website, Kevin Johnson International, or you could get an application at the school. Doesn't matter. Just come out and register and keep these children off the streets during the summer weeks.
And just give us an idea how the camp runs. So you have, I guess, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we run from June 24th to July 12th, and right after that we travel to AU basketball for a couple of weeks, and the development program runs for 5 weeks.
Okay.
Exams over, VGCSE over. I don't mess with that. I make sure that over first, that these kids focus on their national exams, and the minute that over, we start our program. And like Saturday we started, it was a very good turnout, and we will continue to get better. But we run from June 8th to July 13th with the development program in the basketball league, Kevin Johnson Basketball League.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's about coming in, and we pair teams up. We got junior, senior, and mini.
Right.
Can't forget the young ones. We're going to continue to teach them the game because they're the future.
Yes.
So we run that every Saturday for the mini, also the junior and senior, and we guarantee about 15 to 16 games throughout the 5 weeks. We go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We just keeping these young people busy playing the game of basketball. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
You've been coaching for a while, and you've seen players come through the program. You've seen them become successful, and you've mentioned it, but I want you to be direct with it. What's the formula to success? If that junior player is watching, and they're, all right, I'm going to sign up for this camp. I'm going to start on my skills. What's the formula to success?
Hard work. Just be committed. Once you're committed and you're dedicated to what you want to do in your craft, you will have success. But if you giving up and you ain't gonna work. Once you commit, stick with it. Have some stickability, and at the end, when the smoke clear, you'll have success.
You agree with that? There you go, right? You're a testament of it all. Again, somebody coming into the camp this summer, what type of mindset should they have approaching this? Learning skills, looking to work towards playing in the league and the high school league and at the end of summer. What type of mindset should a player walk into this camp with?
You should go in with a working mindset, because if you love the game of basketball, you should actually go and have a mindset to actually put in the work, so you could be, you know what I mean? That's all.
So for you, when you look at the future now, what's your future in basketball? What are you gonna manifest? Let's say it right now.
I mean, Everybody desires to go to the NBA, but if I could go pro or, overseas or whatever, I could make something happen with that.
I definitely feel that.
Yes,
and
sir.
we speak that on you and all of your players that you put so much into. Any you want to say to your players, your coaches, the parents that are out there?
Well, like Gerard said, that's a good mindset. But my goal and objective for all of them is use basketball to get your degree. Yeah. I mean, it's good to go pro and think about finances, which is good. But when you get your degree, nobody can take that away from you. Yeah. So use basketball to get your degree. And after you graduate, with your bachelor's or master's, whoever you desire, you can focus on your next part of your career. Because there's life after basketball. So you can always fall back on your degree, whatever it is, you can focus on that. And that's key. That's key. But at this level, we gotta continue to teach from the mini straight up to the senior and continue to prepare them for life not only, but God first, education, life, the whole 9 yards. And once they continue to do those things and follow those patterns, they'll have success.
That's the formula to success.
Yeah.
So get your degree and then go forward and go dunk off someone else.
Thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate y'all both being on the show this morning again.
Yes, sir.
Very inspirational. So glad to see you continuing your work.
Yeah.
You got bright things in your future. I love your energy and your attitude. Continue to push through, brother. You can make it.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Summer camp kicking off on the 24th. How do we find out more about it and sign up?
Go online, Kevin Jones International. Just go online or come by school and get an application and come on, bring the kids in.
Ready.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all being here this morning. All the
sir.
success this summer.
Yeah.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back. African Things is your one-stop shop for everything African. Make a bold fashion statement with vibrant colors and intricate patterns inspired by the beauty of Africa. Find trendy contemporary looks for every occasion and enjoy custom tailoring. Shop jewelry, purses, art, cosmetics, and much more. African Things is located in the Dugard Plaza, Palmdale, next to McDonald's. Open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come get your African Things.
One thing, two things, blue thing, old things, things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
The Euro device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering, say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including aquaventure water park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're up dead early on another marvelous Monday, and it's the mid-show, and you stuck with us. Thanks for being here. My name is Mark Daniels, and you are my co-pilot for this morning. I mean, also Godfrey, and Terrence and G-Day, and we got the crew upstairs, So we're full in the studio, but you are my co-pilot this morning. I hope you enjoyed the first half of the show. had a great discussion talking about farming and the importance of teaching children and adults who might be new to farming just the basics, because we got to grow our food. And also enjoying that discussion with Kevin Johnson, talking about basketball and using it as a path to success, not only to play ball professionally, abroad or here, but also to get a degree and make those inroads towards having a broad base to choose from in your future. So congratulations to them, and there's summer camp coming up. There's lots of summer camps coming up. There's lots to choose from. Check out your options. As a parent, school is slowly winding down, and so we are happy about that, but also trying to figure out what to do with our children. So I know there are lots of options out there. Summer camps has been running on for decades and years. New ones out there. There's IT and tech summer camps, STEAM summer camps. We're learning about nature, being outdoors, coding. There's all types out there. Keep your kids active this summer. Make sure to keep them hydrated. It's going to be hot. We've got a great second half coming up this day on Monday. Sorry, I lost where we're at. We're going to look at that segment with Dr. Leo Rolle again and talking about the state of the economy. And we're also going to be hearing about the Bahamas International Film Festival. All that and more, but let's talk to Brother Godfrey Burnside about the weather.
This is Weather at Sunrise.
Thank you, Mark. Good morning, Bahamas. Just a second look at weather. Sunrise, first the tropics, and the tropics remain quiet, and tropical cyclone formation expected during the next 7 days. On the local scene, get mid-level ridging across the islands, very hot temperatures, and also a southwesterly flow of the northwest Bahamas, and that can trigger off some hot conditions today, but also a couple of showers, like I said, thunderstorm mainly during the afternoon hours, with the central and southeastern hours under the ridge with troughing with some tropical moisture streaming from the northwest Caribbean Sea, and that's going to give us abundance of moisture over the next couple of days, particularly with the central and southeastern islands, but that'll drift towards the north starting tomorrow. In the marine forecast today, those winds south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet, or the northwest Bahamas, east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet, or the central and southeastern islands. Come Tuesday, those winds become southerly at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet, northwest Bahamas. We expect those winds to start increasing by late evening, 15 to 20 knots, seas building 4 to 7 feet. Then they continue east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet, over the central and southeastern islands. And then on Wednesday, those winds southeast to south at 15 to 20 knots, seas 4 to 7 feet, in northwest Bahamas, east to southeast at 15 knots, sea 3 to 5 feet, over the central and southeastern islands. Your tides. You can expect a high tide 11:30 this morning. Your next low tide will be at 5:29 this afternoon. Low again tonight 11:52. Sunset 7:58 this evening. Rising on 6:20. UV index 9. Your water temperature 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And the moon phase, no moon. Your extended look, combination all those moisture over the island over the next couple of days. And you have abundance of moisture, particularly over the northwest Bahamas and parts of central Bahamas. So we're looking at a dead wet week starting Wednesday through Friday with some showers and thunderstorms. Some of those showers become heavier times, those thunderstorms severe times, and will cause flooding in some low-lying areas. That puts up your follow good weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Bahamas and Sunrise will be back after this short commercial break.
Focall Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. Focall is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. Focall's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. Focall.
Hi, I'm Ria Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money. A local international buy and set has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together, or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
The Your device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering, say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity. The Your device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity.
African Things is your one-stop shop for everything African. Make a bold fashion statement with vibrant colors and intricate patterns inspired by the beauty of Africa. Find trendy contemporary looks for every occasion and enjoy custom tailoring. Shop jewelry, purses, art, cosmetics, and much more. African Things is located in the Dugard Plaza, Palmdale, next to McDonald's. Open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come get your African Things. Welcome back. The Bahamas International Film Festival is a non-profit organization dedicated to providing the local Bahamian community and international visitors with a diverse presentation of films from around the world. Founder and Executive Director Leslie Vanderpool is here to tell us all about it. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas Sunrise. We're doing great this morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
Biff! Biff is here. Biff is in the house.
Yes.
So tell us, this is the 19th?
19th.
Film? Yeah, tell us.
It's hard to believe. Next year is going to be 20 years.
I feel like I remember the first one.
I know,
right?
me too.
Do you remember the first one?
I do. And the first one, we had incredible array of films from around the world. Mm-hmm. And we honored Roger Corman, who recently passed away. Mm-hmm. He was the godfather of B-list movies. Mm-hmm. And he was 93 when he passed. So
from then to now, from 1 to 19, how does this year compare
to the
first one?
You know, there's a lot of work to still be done. Cannes wasn't made in 19 years. You know, the Cannes Film Festival, when you look at that huge festival, is going on 78 years or 79 years. I think next year will be 80th. So, you know, there's a lot of work to do, not only just showcasing films, but to educate people about what films are and how tangible it is for our community.
Yeah, for your soul. Like,
yeah,
you, like to watch, you watch the right film. And
you know, film festivals, what it is, it's a convention of movies, and it brings so many great people together, whether it's filmmakers, distributors, critics, and audience who want to see the first film before it goes to the theater. And we've showed The King's Speech, Moonlight, so many incredible films that have gone on to win awards. We show them for the first time. Last year we honored Morgan Freeman. We obviously, in the past, Johnny Depp, Nicolas Cage, Lawrence Fishburne, Daryl Hannah, Sean Connery, the list goes on as to the who's who that we've tributed, but the people who have attended, you know, we bring in Hollywood to the Bahamas, and you have the opportunity to have the training and that one-on-one meeting. We need to have a skill set in the Bahamas. It's really important to find a way to train local Bahamians about film and bringing them into the fold of being a creative in a non-traditional way.
And I show we have our own brand of film here. We produce a number of films from the Bahamas, wonderful filmmakers, persons like yourself who are involved in the industry.
I think everybody who is a name in the film industry came through the film festival. So we have discovered incredible talent, Kareem Mortimer, Maria Gavan, Lovato Stubbs, incredible people that are household names now. And that's the beauty of cinema. That's the beauty of film festivals. Not only do we show films, but we educate and we entertain.
And shift the culture a little bit,
and
right?
shift the culture. You know, have these conversations about, for instance, Precious. When we showcased Precious with Lenny Kravitz, that screenplay was won an Academy Award. First African American writer to win an Academy Award. Hard to believe. But when Lenny Kravitz and the writer Jeffrey Fletcher was here having a conversation after the film, it was really interesting that the Q&A, the question and answer period, went on for about 35 to 40 minutes. So that's the kind of discourse that you're able to, or conversations you're able to have when you're watching a film.
And it's so valuable because they're there at your fingertips and you can speak to them in person. I want to hear about this year. I know you mentioned, tell me a little bit about the films. Is there a certain number of films that's happening? Is any being showcased?
Yeah, well, last year we had the festival in May. After COVID, we said, okay, let's shake it up a little bit. And we got to the board table and we made a decision to move the date. Well, we're coming back to a fall festival because I think it's a really great time of year to have a unique destination festival. So we are going to have the festival in November. And we're showcasing 15 feature films, and we're being very selective as to what those films will be, leaning more towards Bahamian films and leaning more towards educating Bahamian about screenwriting, about learning how to make films. We go into the schools and we teach students how to make film. In the past, we've taught about 1,000+ students, and we are doing the same program. I'd love to come back and talk about that with the sponsor that's going to be hosting that event. But we really want to make sure that we are focused on the opportunities, creating opportunities for the Bahamian interested filmmaker.
For all the creatives out there.
How do we do this? Normally we have international films. We've showed anywhere from 100 films in 7 days, which can be done. But you can imagine people running from theater to theater, and then for us on the behind the scenes programming is chaotic. But we have to be intentional, and we have to make sure that we're providing these opportunities not only for the international filmmakers, but we are providing them for the filmmakers at home. And then in year 20, we can go out again.
500 films
exactly.
So for someone who's never been to the film festival, this is going to be their first year. So how long does it usually run? And
film festivals normally happen from 5 to 7 days to a month.
Right.
And you bring your family and your friends.
What's the film festival etiquette like? How do you do a film festival properly?
You buy a ticket. You come and you go to see a movie. You might meet a filmmaker. You might see a celebrity. You get a signature or two from them, and you rub shoulders with the Hollywood's best. And as you said, you're able to have conversations about the film process. The filmmakers get to be critiqued on their film. Because film festivals are not the actual final showcase. It's going to theaters that are the final showcase. So you get to see the film out of the editing room, and hopefully it's quality. We only show quality at the Bahamas International Film Festival. So we really want to make sure that whatever is being showcased, the filmmakers have an open mind to be able to receive feedback from those distributors, the acquisitions, any director or producer from the U.S. or that's seasoned to give feedback.
And that's valuable in their process.
It's valuable. Right? It's very valuable. You get to have laurels at the end of your, in between your title, the laurels that you get to be seen. The film festivals are really a great platform for independent cinema to garner that buzz before it goes to theater. And most, Sundance Film Festival, I think out of 18 to 2,000 submissions, maybe 12 got accepted. Wow. So film festivals are very competitive when they select their films. But in terms of you just coming as an audience member who doesn't know anything about cinema, Hollywood comes to the Bahamas. It's the who's who that you'll be able to meet and greet and go to a panel discussion or two, see as many films as you want that's programmed, and then, be able to be encouraged and inspired and feel, films make you feel something, and you get to become educated at the end of the day.
So for those who might be feeling to support this event, how do we support the
Well, that's the most important. The Bahamas International Film Festival is a nonprofit organization, and we really rely on the outside supporters, whether it's hotels, whether it's the banks, and the private donors. This festival really could not exist if it wasn't for those sponsors. So we really are asking for support this year, because it is difficult to have events in the Bahamas. It's very expensive, to put on. We're one of the most expensive countries in the world, and so you can imagine with inflation and with so many other things in between. It's for nonprofits. It's a challenge.
But this is such an important event. 19 years strong. I know that there's corporate Bahamas is watching this, international communities watching this. And
I hope if corporate Bahamas is watching, we really create a quality event. This festival is for the Bahamas. It puts the Bahamas on the map. We have put the Bahamas on the map. We're serious in what we do. We are passionate in what we do. We thrive to create opportunities for people. There's a lot of people that come to the Bahamas. We need to create content for those people who are exploring the Bahamas in a different way. It's not just Sun, Sand, Sea Cinema. It's Sun, Sand, Sea Cinema Celebrities. It's not just Sun, Sand, and Sea. It's Sun, Sand, Sea Cinema and Celebrities. It's my class. Is my tagline.
I might take that from you.
Cinema in Paradise. That's what it is.
Before we run, just tell us, how can we get in contact with you and find out more information about the film festival?
My email is leslie@bintlfilmfest.com, or you could Google Bahamas International Film Festival, and then everything is right there.
We ready. Hollywood comes to the Bahamas. This could be the place where
Hollywood comes to the Bahamas and Cinema in Paradise.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Leslie, for being here.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you
being
here.
Thank you very
19
much.
and more.
19 and more.
Looking forward to November. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching Mamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Focal Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. Focal is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. Focal's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. Focal.
Welcome back. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season begins tomorrow, June 1st, and will last until November 30th. So we have a lot of questions, and this morning we are lucky to have Jeffrey Simmons. He is the acting director with the Bahamas Department of Meteorology, and he's come to talk to us about hurricanes. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. It's good to be back at Bahamas at Sunrise.
Yes, welcome back. So it is the beginning of the hurricane season. Once we hear that means so many things to us as Bahamians, us as people in the Caribbean. Can you give us an overview of what this year's Atlantic hurricane season is shaping up to be?
Well, this season is shaping up to be one of the most active seasons we would have seen, at least in the past few years. Looking almost like year 2020 when we had to go into extra innings, extra innings.
Right.
Yeah, this year, all the predictions out. There are several institutions around, universities and other meteorological institutions doing prediction. Now, two we usually look at would be Colorado State University, which is where they started some years ago with Dr. Gray, and also the NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Now, NOAA do it in terms of ranges. And so this year, they are looking at something, I think, like about 18 to 23, sorry, 18 to 28 named storms, right? And Colorado State would do his figures, they're actually looking at 23. So then you are NOAA also looking at, when you come to the hurricanes now, which is 74 miles per hour higher, NOAA is saying they're looking at from 8 to 13, while Colorado State is saying 11. And for the major hurricanes now, that's those big boys from category 3 and above, they start like 111 miles per hour and go up. NOAA is saying something like 4 to 7, while Colorado State is saying 5. Now, bear in mind, when you look at those figures, the average over 30-year mean is only like about 14 named storms. Compare these guys now saying up to 23. The hurricanes, the average for the hurricanes is 7. We're saying up to 11 this year. And the major storms averaging 3. And we're saying like 5, or possibly even up to 7. So this season, you know, all the, and this is consistent across all the institutions that actually put these predictions out. Everyone seems to be in agreement on what's going on.
So what are some of the parameters that are taken into account when you're looking at the chances of hurricanes over the season, and what are they looking like?
Well, two things a lot of people hear us talk about is El Nino and La Nina. You know, so this year we're looking at a transition from El Nino into La Nina, especially into the latter part of the season. That's coming around late August, September. And what the La Nina is, the La Nina is a phenomenon that actually enhances hurricane growth. So with the El Nino, you have a lot of upper westerlies that actually would share the top of the hurricanes and actually prevent them from growing. That would not be there. You know, the La Nina feature would enhance the growth of these systems. Another feature is actually heat. Heat is the source of energy for hurricanes. Without heat, you can't survive. You can't survive without food. Hurricanes can't survive without heat. The ocean temperatures are higher than ever before. What we are seeing out there. So a lot of heat is available out there. We're looking at things like the African monsoon, which is going to be very active. We talk about this all started in Africa and move across, but that's where we get those easterly waves from West Africa. And so they're going to be very active this year. We already see a few of them start to track off the coast, making its way across the Atlantic already. And so it's going to be active there, so we're going to see a lot of those. So we're going to have a lot of things working in favor of the hurricanes this year.
I like what you mentioned about the African monsoon season, because hurricanes isn't just an isolated incident for the Bahamas. This is a connection of global weather phenomenon that we get to see, I guess, the climax of here in the West. It starts typically on the eastern coast, somewhere in the Caribbean, anywhere in the Atlantic, and then it passes through the Bahamas. So in terms of the Bahamas and the Caribbean and I guess our neighbors, what type of risks do we see? That hurricane belt that includes the Bahamas and the Caribbean, are we most at risk? Looking at the graph so far, or are we all in danger?
Well, when we look at what's going on right now in the ocean, as far as the ocean temperatures, we see a belt of very warm water right now exists in this more like the below 20 degrees north. So that would put countries in the Windward and Leeward Islands more in danger. And we're looking at those features moving more into the Caribbean Sea and then into the Gulf. That would be good for us. But then we have this other feature out there, this high pressure system that's really steer. So this is just one of the steering currents. And what that will and depending on whether it's to the east or the west, depending on how safe we are. So the further west that high pressure ridge is, the safer we are, because it'll tend to keep the hurricanes to the south of us. Back off to the east, it makes a little space so the hurricane now takes that northerly turn and come right up through our islands.
Run through us to go to the States to go shopping, right?
That's right.
So as we approach hurricane season, I know we can't do anything about the formation or the tracks or the path, but what can we do to prepare in case we do get one of the, even if it's I wouldn't say a smaller hurricane, but a small hurricane to a large hurricane? What are the things we should be doing right now?
Well, here in the Bahamas, we have a little thing I always tell people In our region, I'm talking about the Central North American region and all the Caribbean, all of that. Abaco have seen more hurricanes than anywhere else in our region.
Wow.
So we, in the Bahamas, we actually see hurricanes. We are very large. You know, mostly water, but we are large. We have a large territory. And we have seen a lot of hurricanes over the years coming through. As Bahamians, we should always be prepared.
Right.
This is not something that we have an option with. We must always be prepared because we don't know where and when in the Bahamas we'll get. So you have to make sure we have guidelines out there. These are issued by NEMA and all the emergency managers. You have to get your hands on those things, study them, protect your home, protect your property, stop on your food, and pay close attention because it can also save your life.
Yeah, because I once again, culturally we know about hurricanes, and sometimes you're like, oh, it's just going to pass through, just going to be a little wind, a little rain, but you can't take it for granted, and you never know when that big one is going to come, right?
You never know.
You never know. So what message does the Department of Meteorology want to tell the Bahamas as we go into hurricane season? What's your drive home message?
As we go into hurricanes, first we want you to be prepared. Okay, so follow all the guidelines, do whatever preparation you need to do, and do it quickly. Secondly, once we are under threat for a hurricane, we are now facing a lot of problems out there from these social media guys. A lot of these information are erroneous. Some of them out of ignorance, but we are of the opinion many of them are just simply out of mischief. Okay, the Department of Meteorology is the official weather place for this country. That's our job. That's what we do. We want people to listen to the messages coming out of the Bahamas Department of Meteorology. We are on duty 24/7. Whenever we are under threat from a hurricane, we issue warnings every 3 hours, 24 hours. That's even 3 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. We don't stop. Okay? So we want people to listen to what we are saying and take what we are saying seriously and ignore the others. Some of them, you know, some other people, we know people out there sharing our message, and that's what we want. But there are also people out there who are sharing their own message. And many of them are deliberately sharing erroneous information.
Well, we know where to get the correct information from. We're going to be looking towards you and your team, and we want to say thanks to you all for the hard work that you do while we're bundled up in our houses, battened down, waiting for the breeze to pass. You all are there, like you say, working through the night and the morning to make sure we get factual, credible information to make critical decisions that could save our lives. So we salute you all, and we thank you so much. And we know you all you've been busy leading up to hurricane season, and you're probably going to be busy straight through. So we appreciate you, and we appreciate you being there on the show. And we look forward to talking to you again as we progress throughout this hurricane season.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Thanks again, Brother Simmons. You're watching Marvelous Sunrise. The hurricanes might be coming. Y'all get ready, please. We'll be right back. And that is going to do it for us today on Bahamas at Sunrise. Thanks for being up with us dead early on this Monday morning after that holiday weekend. Remember to carry that energy throughout the week, that holiday energy. I know it's a regular, long week, but carry that holiday energy. I've been seeing that energy in Long Island, South Andros, Eleuthera, Cat Island at the Reagan Scrape Fest. I watched the PM. Happy belated birthday. See you dance for your birthday. Carry that energy throughout the week, everybody. Dance like you had the Reagan Scrape Fest. We'll see you on Friday. Stay safe. Stay dry. And remember, clean up the beach. Clean up the beach after you go to the beach, everybody. Thank you. See you Friday.